Have you ever wondered what habits could be silently shortening your life? It's easy to think that living a long, healthy life is just about staying active or eating right, but the truth is that many of us unknowingly engage in behaviors that do the opposite. In this video, we'll reveal the 6 most life-shortening habits that could be affecting your health right now. From smoking to emotional stress, these habits might be more harmful than you think. Stick with us until the end to find out how you can avoid these habits and set yourself up for a longer, healthier life. Don't miss out. Your future self will thank you. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video. You can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know, so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. In the first place is a pessimistic mindset. A pessimistic mindset is more than just a fleeting emotional state. It can profoundly shape a person's life and health in ways that are often underestimated. Our mental state has a direct and powerful impact on both our physical well-being and our overall life outcomes. The mind, after all, is intricately connected to the brain, which regulates and controls every function of the body. Psychological factors, such as negative thinking patterns, chronic stress, and emotional distress, have increasingly been identified as significant contributors to various diseases, serving as a major catalyst for physical ailments. Psychological health is not just a passive aspect of life. It plays a crucial role in determining how we feel physically, how our body functions, and even how long we live. A person's mindset can influence their physical state in remarkable ways, with research showing that different emotional conditions, whether it be joy, anxiety, or sadness, can lead to drastically different physiological responses. For instance, stress and anxiety have been linked to higher blood pressure, a weakened immune system, and increased vulnerability to chronic diseases such as heart disease, diabetes, and even cancer. As explained by Shua, a doctoral student at the Institute of Psychology at the Chinese Academy of Sciences, human psychology and physiology function much like the software and hardware of a computer. Both are essential, and neither can operate optimally without the other. In this analogy, the mind can be seen as the software that guides and governs the body's actions and responses, while the body's physical systems act as the hardware, which is shaped and influenced by the software. Therefore, when the mind is clouded by anxiety, depression, or pessimism, the body can be subjected to wear and tear, experiencing accelerated aging and diminished health over time. The essence of true health, Shua emphasizes, lies in balance and harmony. A person who constantly battles negative emotions like sadness or worry is more likely to face a cascade of health problems. The ongoing stress and negativity lead not only to faster physical aging but also to behaviors that further harm health. People who are persistently in a negative state of mind often exhibit self-destructive behaviors, such as indulging in unhealthy coping mechanisms like overeating, drinking, or gambling, to temporarily escape or soothe their emotional pain. These behaviors, though providing momentary relief, ultimately contribute to a vicious cycle of poor health and emotional decline. Excessive alcohol consumption, for example, not only damages the liver and other organs but can also increase the risk of mental health disorders such as anxiety and depression, creating a feedback loop of emotional distress and physical deterioration. Similarly, unhealthy eating habits and lack of self-discipline often lead to obesity, high blood pressure, and other chronic conditions. The accumulation of these risk factors can dramatically shorten one's lifespan, sometimes leading to sudden illnesses or even premature death. In sum, a negative mindset is far more than just a mental obstacle. It has the power to shape a person's entire life, from their physical health to their longevity. Maintaining a positive and balanced mental state is not merely an emotional choice. It is a vital factor in ensuring overall health and well-being. Taking care of the mind, just as one would care for the body, is essential for living a long, healthy life free from the burden of preventable diseases and premature aging. Second place goes to prolonged sitting. Prolonged sitting, a form of inactivity, is considered one of the most detrimental behaviors to overall health. As noted in the ancient text The Yellow Emperor's Inner Canon, prolonged sitting is recognized as a condition that can significantly damage the flesh and overall vitality of the body. Although other forms of inactivity, such as lying down, standing, or simply watching, also contribute to a sedentary lifestyle, it is prolonged sitting that poses the greatest threat. While sitting may initially seem comfortable or even necessary in our daily routines, its long-term effects can have profound negative consequences on health. When we sit for extended periods, blood circulation throughout the body slows down. This reduced blood flow limits the oxygen and nutrients that reach various tissues, which in turn causes muscles to relax and become weaker. The muscles, especially those in the lower body, become less engaged, leading to a decrease in muscle tone and function over time. This weakening can eventually result in a variety of physical ailments, affecting multiple organs and systems within the body. In modern society, where many people spend hours sitting each day, whether at work, in front of a computer, or while watching television, prolonged sitting has become a significant contributor to the rise of various chronic health issues. According to surveys, approximately 40% of people in China alone report sitting for at least 8 hours a day, a trend that mirrors similar patterns in many parts of the world. The physical consequences of prolonged sitting are wide-ranging. One of the most common ailments is spinal issues, as sitting for long periods can put pressure on the spine and lead to misalignment, discomfort, and chronic back pain. Additionally, sitting for extended hours is closely linked to obesity, as it contributes to a sedentary lifestyle that often reduces overall physical activity and increases the risk of weight gain. Another common result is constipation, as the lack of movement slows down digestive processes, contributing to gastrointestinal problems. In the lower limbs, prolonged sitting can cause edema or swelling in the legs and feet due to poor circulation and fluid retention. Furthermore, the brain itself is not immune to the effects of inactivity. Extended periods of sitting can negatively impact cognitive function, leading to issues with focus, memory, and even an increased risk of neurological diseases. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Third, place goes to staying up late and working from dawn to dusk. A habit that has developed over countless years of adaptation to the natural environment, but has become increasingly detrimental in today's world. This routine, which was once necessary for survival and closely aligned with the rhythms of nature, has become ingrained in the human lifestyle over time. Historically, human beings were more in tune with the cycle of day and night, working during the daylight hours and resting when the sun went down. As the world evolved, however, and new forms of entertainment and work pressure emerged, staying up late became more common, even celebrated in many modern cultures. This shift has had profound consequences on our health and well-being. In the past, human activity was governed by the natural circadian rhythms, biological cycles that sync with the Earth's 24-hour day-night cycle. Our bodies are designed to be awake during the day and rest at night, with our biological clock tightly regulating various functions such as hormone production, metabolism, and cellular repair. This internal clock, known as the circadian rhythm, is more than just a convenience. It is essential for maintaining balance in our bodies. The clock controls the release of key hormones like melatonin, which signals when it's time to sleep, and cortisol, which helps us wake up and be alert during the day. When the body's natural rhythms are disrupted, the delicate coordination between our organs and systems is thrown into chaos, leading to a range of physical and mental health issues. One of the most disruptive factors to this internal rhythm is staying up late, especially when done regularly over long periods. This modern habit, often driven by work demands, personal entertainment, or stress, severely affects the body's biological processes. The body's metabolism is intricately tied to the circadian clock, and when sleep is delayed or disrupted, it can lead to metabolic dysfunctions. For example, the liver, which plays a central role in processing nutrients, detoxifying the body, and regulating blood sugar levels, performs these tasks more slowly and less efficiently when the body is awake during hours meant for rest. This disruption can cause blood sugar spikes, insulin resistance, and increase the risk of type 2 diabetes. Hormonal imbalances are another consequence of staying up late. Hormones such as cortisol, growth hormone, and thyroid hormones are all governed by the circadian rhythm. Disrupting the sleep-wake cycle by staying up too late can lead to an overproduction of stress hormones, which can negatively affect immune function, mood, and weight. The body also struggles to produce the necessary amounts of growth hormone during sleep, which is vital for tissue repair, muscle growth, and overall regeneration. As a result, people who frequently stay up late may experience slower recovery from physical exertion and increased susceptibility to illness. Perhaps one of the most damaging effects of staying up late is its impact on the immune system. Chronic sleep deprivation weakens the body's ability to fight off infections, making it more vulnerable to colds, flu, and other illnesses. The immune system relies on restful sleep to produce cytokines, proteins that help combat infection and inflammation. Without adequate sleep, these defenses are compromised, leaving the body less prepared to handle external threats. The long-term result of weakened immunity is a higher likelihood of chronic conditions such as heart disease, stroke, and even certain cancers. Furthermore, staying up late negatively impacts mental and emotional well-being. Sleep deprivation is strongly linked to mood disorders, including depression and anxiety. The brain requires sleep to process emotions, form memories, and regulate mood. Lack of sleep can make it difficult to manage stress, leading to a vicious cycle of emotional instability and increased stress, which in turn further disrupts sleep. Cognitive functions such as memory, decision-making, and concentration are also severely impaired by chronic sleep deprivation, making it difficult to perform everyday tasks effectively. Staying up late also contributes to poor dietary choices. As the body stays awake into the late hours of the night, there is a tendency to snack or eat meals that are high in sugar, fat, and salt. These late-night cravings are often a response to the body's struggle to stay alert and energized when it's supposed to be resting. Such unhealthy eating habits can lead to weight gain, increase the risk of obesity, and worsen metabolic health. Additionally, the digestive system is less efficient at processing food during the night, which can lead to indigestion, bloating, and other gastrointestinal issues. Over time, the cumulative effects of staying up late are devastating. The body's immune system, metabolism, and hormonal balance all suffer, contributing to chronic illnesses and an overall decrease in quality of life. Cognitive function deteriorates, and emotional well-being declines, making it harder to perform daily tasks or maintain relationships. Perhaps most concerning of all is the long-term impact on lifespan. Research consistently shows that individuals who consistently get less sleep have a higher risk of premature death due to the range of health problems linked to sleep deprivation. In today's world, where technology, work, and social pressures seem to demand our constant attention, it is all too easy to push the need for rest aside. However, it is crucial to recognize that the body's natural need for sleep is not something to be ignored. Ignoring the biological clock and opting for late-night work or entertainment at the expense of sleep can have severe consequences, not only in the short term but also throughout a lifetime. Prioritizing rest and understanding the importance of a regular sleep schedule is essential for maintaining both physical and mental health, promoting longevity, and ensuring a higher quality of life. Fourth, place goes to lack of exercise. A critical factor that plays a significant role in the development of this condition. Obesity is primarily driven by two key factors: long-term binge eating and insufficient physical activity. When an individual consistently overeats while simultaneously engaging in little to no physical activity, the body struggles to burn the excess calories it takes in. This creates a caloric imbalance, where the number of calories consumed far exceeds the number of calories burned, leading to weight gain and, ultimately, obesity. The lack of exercise exacerbates this issue by further reducing the body's ability to utilize energy effectively, resulting in the storage of excess fat. Obesity, in turn, is closely linked to metabolic syndrome, a group of health conditions that include high blood pressure, hypertension, unhealthy cholesterol levels, dyslipidemia, and elevated blood sugar, hyperglycemia. These conditions increase the risk of developing serious, life-threatening diseases such as heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes. As a result, the consequences of obesity go far beyond just weight gain, as it significantly elevates the risk of chronic conditions that can greatly impact an individual's quality of life and lifespan. The consequences of a sedentary lifestyle extend beyond the obvious effects on weight. A lack of exercise negatively affects several key bodily systems, leading to a host of other health issues. For example, a sedentary lifestyle can slow blood circulation, which in turn decreases the efficiency with which the body delivers oxygen and nutrients to various tissues and organs. This reduced circulation can impair organ function and reduce overall vitality. Additionally, a lack of physical activity weakens the immune system, making the body more susceptible to infections and illnesses. Without regular movement, the body also experiences a slower metabolism, making it even harder to burn off excess calories and maintain a healthy weight. These negative health effects do not just lead to short-term discomfort, they can have long-lasting consequences on overall well-being. As the body becomes increasingly inefficient in managing energy, the risk of developing serious conditions, such as cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, and certain cancers, increases. These conditions can, over time, shorten an individual's life expectancy and decrease their overall quality of life. This issue is especially pertinent in today's modern society, where many individuals lead increasingly sedentary lifestyles. With the advent of technology and a greater reliance on labor-saving devices, physical activity has become less of a priority in daily life. People are spending more time sitting at desks, using electronic devices, or engaging in other forms of passive entertainment. This shift in lifestyle has made exercise more necessary than ever before. To combat obesity and its associated risks, incorporating regular physical activity into one's routine is not simply a good habit, it is essential for maintaining long-term health and preventing the onset of chronic diseases. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment on number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Fifth place is binge eating. Binge eating, which involves consuming excessive amounts of food in a short period, can have devastating effects on both physical and mental health. While eating large quantities of food occasionally may not seem harmful, when it becomes a habitual behavior, it can severely damage the digestive system, especially the stomach. The human stomach has a limited capacity, and when we ignore these natural boundaries and continue eating past the point of fullness, treating it like an unlimited container, we risk serious health consequences. One of the most alarming effects of binge eating is the potential for gastric bleeding. This occurs because overeating stretches the stomach to dangerous levels, causing damage to the walls of the stomach and, in some cases, leading to internal bleeding. Additionally, the body becomes overwhelmed by excessive food intake, resulting in a range of physical symptoms such as dizziness, nausea, vomiting, and even fainting. In the long run, binge eating can contribute to the development of a variety of serious health issues. Chronic overeating increases the likelihood of obesity, which in turn raises the risk for other life-threatening conditions such as heart disease, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, and certain types of cancer. The constant strain on the digestive and metabolic systems can also lead to digestive disorders, such as acid reflux, constipation, and irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, all of which further compromise the body's overall health and well-being. A particularly insightful study conducted by American scientists highlights the dangers of uncontrolled eating and the profound long-term effects of poor dietary habits. In this study, 200 monkeys were divided into 2 groups. One group was allowed to eat freely, without any restrictions on the amount of food they consumed, while the other group's diet was carefully monitored and controlled, limiting their food intake to about 7 to 8% of their body weight. The study lasted for 10 years, and the results were eye-opening. Among the monkeys that were allowed to eat without restriction, 50 out of 100 died, with most deaths attributed to obesity and obesity-related health issues. In contrast, only 12 out of 100 monkeys in the controlled diet group passed away. This clear disparity in mortality rates serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of maintaining a balanced diet and the risks of excessive eating. The experiment conclusively shows that overeating does not equate to increased energy or improved health. It has the opposite effect, damaging the body and decreasing lifespan. Being overweight or indulging in food cravings without consideration for health leads to physical deterioration and can drastically shorten life expectancy. The key takeaway here is that overindulging in food does not provide the body with any lasting benefits. Instead, it undermines health, leading to a range of complications that can have serious, long-term consequences. It's essential to remember that food should be consumed in moderation, and it is critical to listen to the body's signals of hunger and fullness. Rather than indulging in excessive portions or eating beyond the point of satiety, we should strive to maintain a mindful approach to our eating habits. Doing so not only helps maintain physical health but also contributes to emotional well-being, as it can reduce feelings of guilt, shame, or discomfort that often accompany binge eating episodes. As you reflect on these habits that can silently undermine your health, consider how many of these 6 life-stealing behaviors you may be engaging in. Taking the time to understand the effects of such habits on your life is the first step toward positive change. So, how many of these life-stealing habits have you found yourself succumbing to? Awareness is the beginning of a transformation. That's all for today's sharing. I deeply appreciate you taking the time to watch. If you found this content valuable, please consider subscribing to the channel and sharing it with others. You are never alone on this journey toward better health, mindfulness, and inner peace. Join our community, where you'll find support, encouragement, and valuable insights every step of the way. Thanks for watching. So, what have you learned today about the habits that could be shortening your life? Which one stood out the most to you? I'd love to hear what you've learned and what change you're planning to make in your life. Please Please drop a comment below this video, sharing one thing you've learned and how you'll put it into practice moving forward. If you like this video, don't forget to leave your comment, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content on health, wellness, and much more. Your support means a lot, and together we can keep growing and improving every day. Take care and see you in the next video.